Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Aisyah, and this is my speaking recorded on October 9, 2021, 25. And today in this video, I would like to talk about a very significant issue that affects the directions of Indonesia's democracy: the rising role of the military and security force in our political sphere. Politics is not only about elections, parties, or campaigns, it is also about how power is distributed and controlled. Recently, we have seen growing attention toward the military's involvement in government and civilian institutions. For example, the revision of the Indonesian National Armed Force law has become a hot topic. It allows military officers to take roles in civilian government agencies and also extends the retirement age for military personnel. This issue raises an important question. Are we moving towards stronger security, or are we stepping back towards centralized power? And now let's explore this question together. Since the reform era in 1998, Indonesia has tried to separate military and political roles. The goal was clear: the military should focus on defense, while civilians manage politics. However, in recent years, the line between these two roles seems to blur again. Many retired generals now occupy key political positions. Some serve as ministers, advisors, or leaders of state institutions. On one hand, this can be seen as using experienced leadership for national development, yeah. But on the other hand, it may weaken the principle of civilian supremacy, which is a foundation of democratic governance. The proposed revision of the Indonesian National Armed Law allows military officers to serve in various civilian posts, such as ministries, national agencies, or local government positions. While supporters argue that this helps coordination and discipline, critics warn that it could open the door for military dominance in civil administration. Moreover, extending the retirement age of military officers may sound like a technical adjustment, but in reality, it affects the entire structure of promotion, regeneration, and power within the military. If not carefully managed, this could lead to an imbalance where power and influence stay concentrated among a small elite group. And historically, Indonesia has experienced a centralized military political structure under the New Order regime. At that time, the military had a strong presence in almost all levels of government. After 2 decades of reform, our democracy has grown stronger. But this recent change makes some people worry that we may be returning to the old pattern. The concern is not only about the military itself, but about the oversight and transparency of power. If the balance between military and civilian authority is lost, politics may prioritize stability over democracy, and that can silence public voices. Civilian oversight means that elected leaders and civil institutions control military policy, not the other way around. This system ensures that the military remains loyal to the constitution and the people, not to certain political interests, and therefore it is crucial for parliament, civil society, and the media to continue monitoring and debating this issue. Security is important, yes, but freedom and accountability are equally vital for the future of Indonesia. So, guys, The rising role of the military in politics is not necessarily a bad thing, as long as it is balanced and transparent. We need security, discipline, and national defense. But we also need open debate, public participation, and civil control. Indonesia has learned from its past. Let us not repeat the same mistakes of excessive centralization. As citizens, students, and future leaders, it is our responsibility to understand and speak about these issues. Remember, democracy does not end at the ballot box. It continues every time we question, discuss, and demand accountability. Alright, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching this video, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.